What is a kilowatt hour? Understand the kilowatt hour, kWh, to measure the energy your solar panels produce and the energy you use. You might hear the term kilowatt hour occasionally in daily life, although it's more likely in specific situations. For instance, you might see the term on light bulbs, cooking appliances, and other household items. But you'll see it on your solar power equipment, specifically on its meters. If you're a solar user, it's important to know what a kilowatt hour, kWh, is. That knowledge helps you understand how much energy your panels generate and how much energy you consume, which hopefully will help you lead a more energy-responsible life. What is a kilowatt? Put simply, a kilowatt, kW, is the main unit we use to measure electrical energy. The root word, kilo, means thousand, so kW is 1,000 times greater than a single watt. A little background. The watt, W, unit was invented in 1786 by Scottish scientist James Watt. Watt was an instrument maker and inventor whose improvements on Thomas Savery's 1712 steam engine led to the Watt steam engine in 1776. It was a major milestone in the Industrial Revolution. Watt also patented an early steam locomotive and a double-acting engine. When Watt was repairing the newcomer steam engine in 1764, the amount of steam it wasted surprised him. To lessen the loss, he devised a separate condenser, his first and most significant invention. Watt realized that latent heat loss was the main problem with the newcomer engine. Latent heat alters a substance's state, such as liquid to air and solid to liquid. Furthermore, he affected the condensation in the engine's chamber, distinct from the engine-connected cylinder. Later, Watt signed a patent, a new invented method of lessening the consumption of steam and fuel in fire engines. Thanks to Watt's substantial scientific contributions, the watt became a power unit in the International System of Units, SI, equaling 1 joule of work performed per second. However, we use kW instead of W when measuring electrical energy because of the sheer volume of electricity that appliances need. 1 watt is a tiny amount of energy, so it makes perfect sense to use kW when measuring a lot of energy. Kilowatt versus kilowatt hour. What's the difference? A kWh is a non-SI unit of energy. That is, it's not in the International System of Units, i.e., the metric system, and includes a quantity of energy's direction and magnitude. For clarity, SI units include the following: length, meter, m, time, second, s, amount of substance, mole, mole, electric current, ampere, A, temperature, Kelvin, K, luminous intensity, candela, CD, mass, kilogram, kilogram. A non-SI unit would measure these factors: velocity, force, momentum, magnetic field. So, what is a kilowatt hour in concrete terms? Because we know 1 kilowatt is 1,000 times bigger than 1 W, we can now compare 1 kilowatt to 1 kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour equals 1 kilowatt of power in 1 hour's time. In SI units, 1 kilowatt hour equals 3.6 megajoules. In other words, using the kWh, we can measure the kW of energy that a device produces or consumes within 1 hour. Solar power and kilowatt hours. When billing electrical energy, we most commonly use kilowatt hours. So, when reading your solar electric bill from your utility, you can expect to see the abbreviation kWh. Plus, utilities sometimes use metric prefixes for watt-hour, WH, multiples and submultiples. But how do kW and kWh apply to various appliances and items in and on your household, such as a solar panel system? As far as a solar company is concerned, the nameplate value representing a solar system's size is in kW. For example, a 6 kilowatt solar panel system could have 20 solar modules, each at 300 kilowatts. You'd divide 300 kilowatts by the number of modules, 20, and end up with 6 kilowatts. In theory, your 6 kilowatt solar system should produce 6 kilowatts of solar power at any given moment, with enough sun exposure, of course. Solar panel systems. kW versus kWh. However, the kWh number that a solar company assigns a solar panel system is a bit different from a kW rating. That's because kWh measures the energy a device uses or produces during 1 hour. For example, a 100W light bulb on for 10 hours consumes 1 kilowatt-hour of energy. When measuring electronics energy consumption or generation, we take the wattage of the item or system and then multiply it by the amount of time, In this case, the number of hours it was on. So, if a solar panel system is valued at 6 kilowatts, it should produce around 6,000 kilowatt-hours of solar power in 1 year. The amount of energy depends on the system's efficiency rating, age, performance level, location, orientation, and sun exposure. For example, if you live in one of the sunniest U.S. states, like Florida, Colorado, or Texas, you could reasonably bump that prediction around 1.5 times. You'd expect 7,500 kilowatt-hours of solar power production. Note, if you want to go solar but are unsure which questions to ask, remember that a system's size differs from its expected energy production. Consider asking your utility provider what your kWh usage is for 1 year. Then, you can take that number to your solar provider. Energy consultants there will use the kWh number to determine the panels you need based on your energy consumption and geographic location. Go solar with GMBS Solar Power. If you're ready to join the green energy revolution, contact Solar Power Installers GMBS Solar. We provide SunPower solar panels, the highest-rated panels on the market, backup batteries for homes, and other backup power solutions to ensure you meet your energy needs and goals. GMBS Solar also has a solar repair and maintenance service department if needed. Our experienced team can maintain, repair, and upgrade any system for maximum energy production and efficiency. Call 352-565-5877 or complete our online inquiry form at www.solar.gmbshub.com. One of our energy consultants will contact you.